These are in listen-only mode.
Hello everybody, this is AJ here. Thanks for taking the time to show up to this webinar today. We do have some really cool stuff for you guys. After launching this plugin, we had a ton of questions, ton of feedback saying we need mobile themes for examples, we need this, we need this, and we need this. What we've done is gone out and contacted the guy we work with, the mobile themes and the example and all that in the videos, walkthrough videos and all the stuff when I send this stuff out is who we got in contact with. Enrique is going to be on this call here and show you guys some cool stuff. But basically what we're going to show you here is something you can't buy, if that makes sense. There's these themes that we use. We've been trying to get reopened for a while now. They've been closed. Nobody can get access to them. So we had to pull some strings and work out some deals. But at the end of this webinar, we're going to give you guys a very special offer on these. And literally nobody on earth can buy these right now. It's not open to the public. And when it comes back open to the public, it's going to be a lot higher than what you guys have the opportunity here for. So this is a way to hit the ground running with our plugin. You got the plugin, and I'll demonstrate these two together afterwards. And we're going to show you how these integrate so well together so you can start contacting clients, have examples, have some credibility, and all that. So some pretty exciting stuff, and thank you, Enrique, for doing this. So everybody, Enrique, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Thank you, AJ. Thank you for the introduction. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for putting this on for us.
No problem. It's been a pleasure just working with you on different things and getting on the phone a couple times as well over the past few days. So I'm happy about that and happy about presenting to your group. So just let me briefly introduce myself. I don't want to bore anyone with a boring introduction. So I'm Enrique Becco from SqueezeMobi. You've probably seen a little bit of stuff from SqueezeMobi if you've been with AJ and Lee as well. So we've been putting out a ton of mobile products in addition to running our offline business as well. So I'm just going to get right into it and get into some content and what exactly I'm going to go and show you today. Today, what I'm planning on showing you is starting off a little bit with psychology behind the method of how you can kind of pressure different points, different pain points for business owners so that you can close them. And then going into the ultimate lead generation method, which everyone's going to love. So whether you have your own templates or whether you have our templates, whoever templates, so that you can integrate templates and basically use that psychology in order to generate a ton of leads, and then exactly how to close them by crafting campaigns. So there's going to be a ton of content packed in here. I'll try to maybe answer any questions. AJ, if there's anything that comes up, just jump in and ask me. Otherwise, I'll hold it off towards the end, and I'll do a little bit more of an extended Q&A towards the end. And so thanks for having me here once again. And like you said, we are doing this kind of a special thing just for you and Lee. So I'm really excited about doing this. It's going to be fun. And let's get right into it. Let's rock and roll. And so just before we go further though, is everyone ready? Does this sound like a good plan? Because over this time, I'm going to show you exactly kind of step by step what you need to do in order to not only generate the leads by incorporating what you already have from AJ, but taking it all the way to the close, and a little bit about outsourcing, about how you can develop. So showing you that entire process so you have everything that you need. All right?
I just want to hop in real quick. Everybody, this right here, everybody on here's got mobile ATM and all this other stuff. This right here is what's going to tie it all together. And webinars like this is where you go from maybe going out there, maybe making a sale, to getting the idea gelled in your head and wrapped around to where you have the confidence and everything to go out there and just go balls to the wall with this. Excuse my French, but just go crazy with this and start making life-changing income. And this is where it all comes together. So I want everybody to pay attention and take what's going on here seriously, because this could change your bank account for sure.
All right, thanks for that, AJ. So everybody ready to rock and roll? Just put a big yes in the chat, and we'll get going here. All right, great. Just to make sure that everyone's listening. So the first thing that I want to talk about is start off with a little bit of psychology, because I want you all to understand. Yes, a couple people asked about recording. Yes, this will be recorded, and we'll have AJ and Lee put it up in your members area so that you can reference this whenever you need to. All right? So starting off with a little bit of psychology, Psychology 101. Let's think about this from a little bit of a different perspective. How can you leverage pain points? How can you leverage a business owner's ego? Now, what's more effective? And all of you who have listened to Anthony Robbins should know this answer. Who's listened to Anthony Robbins? Put a big yes, or I could do the Anthony Robbins, say I, if you've ever been to any of his conferences or anything. What's more effective, pain or pleasure? What's a greater motivator? And I see everyone putting it in there, pain, 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 pain. Ooh, someone said pleasure. Okay, but everyone else has pain. So let's leverage the ego of these business owners and pain in order to close them. Because fear and loss are much, much greater motivators than pleasure and gain. And you have to look at it, you have to understand that these business owners, like you and I, all of us here are entrepreneurs. We want to start our own businesses. We've started businesses where that's the way we think, that's the way we act, and we're competitive. We want to win. We don't like losing, and especially if there's someone next door that's got a little more than us, then it bothers us a little bit. We want to be the best. We want to be number one, and that's the type A personality. So when you're coming in, of course everyone's going to be different, but you got to realize that most of the people you talk to are going to be type A personalities, and craft your message and the way you approach them, the way you target them, so that you can leverage this. Now, type A personalities generally have that big ego, so they don't like losing. They don't want to. Well, let's get into the next slide, and you'll see exactly what I'm trying to communicate here. Now, what's the best way to do this? What's the best way to massage that ego to make sure that that pain point is there? So, number one, you could show them, okay, hey, Mr. Joe, hey, let's call him Joe Black. If anyone's seen that movie, it's a great way. Andreas, I see you are in Germany. I am in Germany as well, and my business partner Avi is in Germany as well. Avi probably won't. Neil might get on the call a little bit later, and there is also Neil's from the UK. So just so you know a little bit of background about us, but I just want to get into the meat of this right away. All right, so what's the best way? Number one, you could show them, hey, how terrible does their site look? All right, hey, my site looks terrible, but who cares? It's not that big of a deal.
Muted.
Mobile, what is this mobile stuff? I mean, I don't really care about it. It's not going to help my business anyways, so I don't get any traffic like that. I'm a lawyer. I'm a dentist. I get all my traffic via word of mouth. Okay, you could show them what they can have. Now, once again, I can have something better, but is this going to make a change in my business? Is this gonna bring me more leads? And how do you really target that? How do you, even if you don't show it to them logically how they're going to make more money, how do you get their emotions going? How do you get that business owners? Because best of all, what can you do? And I want everyone to tell me. I want everyone to tell me. What can you do? What's a better way than both of these combined? What are you going to show them? What are you going to show them? Whose site are you going to show them to get their emotions going? Their competition, exactly. I see everyone saying it. And that's when they get real riled up, and these type A personalities, they don't want to see anyone beating them. They don't want to see anyone doing anything like that. And I just want to make sure, do you see the power in this? And imagine if someone kind of came to you and did something like this. Now, what are we going to show you here? We're going to give you a good little demo that's going to basically demo the ultimate lead generation method and how you can incorporate really slick templates and we're going to demo some of our templates and how you can incorporate this so you can get a little bit of this of these emotions going, and then later on the follow-up call, the way you really get them is also showing them their competitor site. Okay, so
Unmuted.
can I pass it on to you now? And do you have everything set up?
Give me 2 seconds to close some stuff out.
Okay, no problem, no problem. And what you want to do, what's really good about where AJ has just rocked it, bringing this product to you, is number one, everything's automated. You could basically, last time you showed like 100 examples popped up in a couple seconds. So number one, it's all automated. You could do stuff by email, but it's all also customized. And personalized. So this business owner, you don't want to get spammed. Oh, hey, here's this example site that I could possibly have, but you never really took any time to research what I have. But the way where AJ really hits it, and which is going to get your conversion, your response rates up, is because it's personalized, it's customized. And when you show someone, and in the email, you could obviously change stuff up and craft it, but when you have kind of those QR codes as well incorporated in there, then the business owners, a lot of times, they're going to take the time to actually look at it, scan that QR code, see it on their phone, and then understand, hey, look at the terrible usability of my site, and look at something that's a lot better and how much easier.
All right, I'm ready over here if you want to hand it off to me, and I can go through getting this all wrapped in together.
Cool. Let me make you the presenter, okay?
All right.
All right. So I'm going to hand it off to AJ, and then I'll give you some more good stuff. All right. Does that sound good? All right. Go ahead, AJ.
Can you guys see my screen? Let me click the button first. All right. Can everybody see my screen? I'm on yellowpages.com here.
Yep. I see it.
Okay. The mobile ATM, this plugin that you guys have all bought. Hold on real quick. Let me exit out of Skype. There we go. Now the distractions are gone. The plugin you guys got, it relies on two things: showing them their site and how bad it looks, even though it's not a 100% accurate representation, which is impossible to do using what we're doing. But the thing is, you got to show them something that's better. If you send them an email just saying, hey, look, your site looks like crap, call me, I'll make it look better, that can be effective, but it's nowhere near effective the way this plugin is meant to be used. So right now, what I want to do here is just create your quick business page. We're going to add a new one. And to do this live, I'm going to just go look for an actual example to use. DeLuca's Pizza Restaurant. And this is just yellowpages.com. I searched for pizza in San Diego. And just to make sure this is 100% accurate, you got to be using an Opera mobile emulator or mobilizer to check these websites. So I didn't have time beforehand to do this. So let's just go like this. And this is how I get a bunch of questions about how do I know whether the site's got a mobile website. Mobilizer or this will detect redirects. So as you can see here, this site on a mobile phone would not look good, and this is what it looks like on a mobile phone. So we're going to use this one right here. We're going to use the restaurant template. I'm going to set this up for you real quick. DeLuca's Restaurant. And we're just going to fill in some information here. This is not the important part. Okay, so we're going to put their website in here. So right now this plugin, as it sits, if this is all you had, would look good, but there's nothing here to show it to. So what I'm going to do is, and these are the themes we use when we do this, and the majority of questions coming into support is like, I need mobile themes. I need something to do examples for. So with the themes that we got from Enrique and those guys, the SqueezeMobi, and you click Add here, this is what simplifies this process. So if we come back here and look at it, we've got about 100 things running. So you're matching up, and I don't even know if this, I didn't even look, see if this, yeah, it's a pizza place, it looks a little fancy. As you can see right here on the phone, this is not exactly how their mobile website would look like on a cell phone. And that's why we had the scan QR code down here. If you compare this to this over here on a mobile phone, when they get the email is going to have this URL up here. So it's going to be very specific. When people get emails with random URLs, they're not likely to click them. The plugin makes it easier for them to click because we put their company name actually in the URL. So the emails have a good high open rate, but they also have a high click-through rate, just for the simple fact that the URL right here. So he was talking about pain and pleasure. Right here, if I own this place and I saw this, and I saw this next to it, I would realize right away that mine isn't cutting, it's just not cutting the mustard. Another thing you can do with these down here is you can reference what he was talking about. Let me show you how to do that. Watch this real quick. Just to get even more detail to this, let's take the restaurant theme. Let's edit it. Let's call this Restaurant Pizza San Diego. And you can make as many of these themes as you want. So for each niche and location you went after, you can make a custom template for it. So that's fine down here. Now let's just say this company right here. Let's grab Round Table Pizza. Let's grab this one right here. This is how customized and how many trigger points you can do with this whole thing. So we made this template just for San Diego pizza places. Say we got about 15 pizza places in San Diego we want to contact. So in this copy right here, all we have to do is add right here. And we'll change this to heading 3. Watch this. In case you haven't noticed, Capri Pizza already has a mobile website set up. Check it out here. And then you can go even further. Let's take this a little bit further here. Just create a quick free QR code. And I'm not saying Capri has one. I'm just using this as an example here. Let's generate a free one. Let's copy and paste this. Copy image. Let's paste it right there. Let's scale it down. Alright, and this is how quickly I've edited this theme. So when you go after a niche and location, you can just make these themes as many as you want. Restaurant Pizza San Diego. So now all you got to do is call this one. You're not going to be contacting this company because they already have a mobile website. And now this page right here is completely customized. Let's update this. And watch how easy it is to change this stuff in here. You go to business pages. Let's go back to this one. Let's go to edit. And there we go, Restaurant Pizza San Diego. Now you take this page that looked like this before. Let's click Update. Now you got it completely customized, and you can go through and center this and make this look a little better. I was just doing it on the fly. So now you're showing them their website, what an example website should look like, and you're pushing those pain points right here by saying, look, your competitors are doing this already. You want to get left behind? And that's how customizable this is. And you can go back in the email templates. You could change this email template and make it San Diego Restaurants Pizza if you want. So you see where I'm getting at? You can edit all these email templates and landing page templates on the fly for each niche and location you go after. It'll take like 2 or 3 minutes. And if you got 10 people to contact in that area, changing these themes and adding these pressure points and pain points that Enrique's talking about is very, very effective. And then when you go to do this, once you have this email template set up, or the landing page template set up, all you gotta do is upload a CSV file. Let me open one up real quick and show you exactly how easy these landing pages are to create once you already have that template set up. Let me grab something real quick. See, and this is where working with somebody like Enrique clarifies stuff for us on our end even, because this is something I should have talked about in the report, but I, for some reason, didn't, or the plugin. So that's why people like me and Enrique talking and doing these webinars helps you guys out, because we bounce ideas off each other and make stuff a lot better. So here, right here, let's say these were all pizza restaurants in San Diego. If you come in here, the page template's 2. So all you gotta do is change these all to 2. And then when you upload this, it's automatically going to grab this theme. So all you gotta do is make one theme, edit your CSV file, upload it, and all these will be created with all these pressure points already in. Does that make sense? Enrique, did I explain that good, or was I all over the place?
Yeah. It makes perfect sense. It makes definitely perfect sense. And everyone's saying, yes, great. Okay. So people, yep. Cool. Everyone's saying that they understand how they can incorporate not only our theme when they have that URL, if they happen to have it or if they happen to get it, but also, or any other theme that they have, any other template, but also how to incorporate stuff about their competitor to really hit those pain points.
I just want to answer one question. Somebody says something about the CSV file real quick. And we'll have another tutorial inside about the CSV file. When you create a template, the page templates are going to have ID numbers here. So when you have, let's, as example, and saying all these were 20 pizza restaurants in San Diego, and you want the San Diego landing page you just created here, whatever template number you put in here will create whatever page is correlated to here. So since we made this one for restaurants, pizza restaurants in San Diego, inside the CSV file we'll take all our pizza restaurants in San Diego, change the template number to that, and it'll create the page based on that. So if you have a big 100 company list here you're going to upload, you can come in here beforehand, match the templates with whichever one you wanted to create for the landing page, and it'll create different landing page templates based on what you put in there. So it's completely customizable from that standpoint. And when you upload a massive amount of files, you don't even have to do anything. All you do is change one number here, and your landing pages will all be what you want them to be.
Cool. That's awesome.
And one other thing, somebody says, why not make it look like Capri's on the right-hand side already for the comparison and one phone option on the plugin? If you guys wanted to do that, I'll show you how easy it is to change that too. We'll just go here to edit.
I love how you made all this stuff. You guys made all this stuff really easy to change, and it's very kind of just even self-explanatory.
That's why I wanted to strip everything out of this and just make it as easy as possible. The only thing here, let me see something. If you're going to do somebody's example website over here, if this was a mobile website, and let's say it redirected to m.Capri Pizzas San Diego, if it redirected to m. Over here, you'd have to put the M dot, whatever it redirects to in the example website if you want to put their competitors in the second phone. This script will not catch the redirect and show the redirect, the updated one. So if this company did have a mobile website and you want to put their competitors here, all you have to do is find out what the redirect URL goes to and then put it up here because it won't pick up the redirect. And yes, the right mockup doesn't look mobile friendly than this right here because I just grabbed a random URL and I was acting like it was a mobile website because I didn't want to go through and look it all up and waste your guys' time. So this will be up there, and I'll excuse me. I'll put an extra tutorial up there for you guys inside the theme. So that's that's how these all combine in the example sites that Enrique has and everything. So is there anything else you want me to show? I can. If not, you can take it back and let's get into this.
All right, I'll get it back because I have quite a bit of stuff that I wanted to tell everyone as well, and I want to try to keep people here for no longer kind of than 60 minutes. I know people are pretty busy and want to do a lot of stuff on Saturday, so and then during the Q&A, if people want to stay longer, then we can show them some more cool stuff.
All
right, can you make me a presenter? Or?
Oh yeah, I gotta do that, I guess. Change presenter.
Can I make myself one? No. Yeah, I can make myself one.
There you go.
All right. Cool. All right, so there you have how to get all those leads and then just easily email them. It's awesome. And then what do you do after that, though? What are the steps that you could do after that? And before we go on any further, there's a ton of people in this room, so apologies if we're not answering your questions as fast as because there's about 10 questions going in every 10 seconds. So we can't, unfortunately, kind of pick everything up, but we'll try to answer everyone's questions. Maybe sometimes
You did.
kind of hold it towards the end. But the thing I wanted to say is definitely stay with us because at the end you are going to have a special opportunity that is only going to be open for 15 minutes, and I don't want anyone to miss that. So definitely pay attention and know that that's only going to be open for very limited time, and then it's going to change. So just wanted to kind of throw that out there. Now, if that sounds good, I'll keep on going. How do you add value? How do you really convince a business owner? Because you really shouldn't have to do too much convincing. But how do you add value? Because a lot of people just go in and it's a sales pitch from start to finish. It's a sales pitch from start to finish, and the business owner, they've heard pitches about SEO and all this stuff. It really depends on the area that you live in, but there's areas where people are doing this all the time and they've already heard different pitches. So you want to go in with a different approach, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Is craft a strategy blueprint for potential clients. So number one, laying out an exact plan, something step by step that they can even do themselves, so that the time they spend with you has brought them some value. Obviously, they're not going to want to do it themselves, but show them what they need to do, how to take their business to the next level. If you could deliver that properly, if you could show them, and if you can show the value that it's going to bring them more leads, and that, okay, you appreciate this time they spent with you, so you want to give this to them, you want to give them some value, they will appreciate it. It's not a pitch from start to finish. Second, impress them with case studies. So that's where we're going to go into, and then different types of clients also. You can then start throwing in examples. In the beginning, you might not have examples, so you do something maybe you still can use case studies and just show them the value. Third, you can then demo also live the functionality of good designs versus how and how they are more usable. But when you're doing this type of method that AJ has showed you, you don't even need to do that because you've already done that in the beginning, up front. So they already see the need, and they're already much, much more pre-qualified, making the close, making the entire process much easier. So let's go into some of these case studies and how you would develop different types of mobile marketing campaigns. Now, of course, this is focused on mobile sites, but I'm going to expand even further because I know you will personally, and tell me, does anyone, what other stuff do you sell? Does anyone just only sell mobile sites, or do you also do SMS campaigns, integrate some QR codes, and it's easy stuff that all kind of connects together. And that's why I want to show you something that's complete rather than just, hey, mobile site, that's it, that's all I do, nothing else, I don't know anything else, that's the only thing I do. But integrating everything together. And some people are saying social media. I'm not going to go that far. That would be an entire total other session, maybe even reputation management, SEO. But let's focus on mobile just for now, at least. Okay, I see a couple people saying SMS. Some people don't know necessarily SMS. So let's start off with this, and we'll take it there. Maybe I can answer some questions about Trumpia and SMS campaigns towards the end as well. So what about food services? What about pizza shops? What about restaurants? How do you create something? And Neil had this happen to him actually a little while ago. That this that this restaurant that he went to, they had a mobile site, okay? They had a mobile site, but number one, they were missing two important steps. And this is what happens when people try to do it themselves, and they don't hire a professional like you to do it, and it would cost maybe only a little bit more money. It would cost less time, but it would be done correctly. Okay, so he went to his restaurant, and they have a mobile site. They even have a link to it in their menu, but it's just written out. I mean, come on. Would you, especially if it's like a long link, are you gonna open up your phone? Are you gonna open up your phone and start typing in that link to see that mobile site? Are you going to do that? That's number one. And you tell me please if you are. There's just a random link in a menu. Are you going to type that link? Exactly, Okert. QR codes are the only way. I mean, you're not gonna be bothered, especially if it's something complicated. You start messing it up, and it's all complicated. It errors out. It's just a hassle. It's just a simple QR code. QR codes are it's nothing. It's not rocket science. Okay, now that's first thing. But even if there is a QR code, are you really gonna scan it? Do you have any reason to scan it? Who cares? Why do you want to see their mobile site? Are you that bored during dinner that when you're talking maybe to your partner, to your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, that you're like, oh, hey honey, wait a second, let me scan this QR code. What you're saying is really boring. I enjoy my mobile phone much better. No, you're not. Tell me if you are. If you do that with your husband or wife, they probably get a little ticked off. What I'm trying to get at is you are going to scan that QR code, though, if what? If you're offered something. Yes, Ronald, you need to incentivize it. And Neil saw this, and he's like, this is crazy. So it was in his area, and obviously he then started talking to the restaurant owner. It's just amazing how someone, because they're restaurant owners. You have to understand, these business owners, they own businesses. They're not mobile marketers. They don't think everything through, and it's not logical like it is for us. It's just simple. So with restaurants, imagine this scenario. Okay, this is a completely different scenario from the one that Neil experienced it. This scenario, the waitress comes after you finish up your meal, and she hands you a menu, and for the dessert, a dessert menu, and says, if you see that QR code, and if you have a smartphone, if you want to scan the QR code, then you'll be redirected to a page where you can just enter your number, and you'll be basically added to an SMS list. And this makes it much, much easier. But she then incentivizes it. She says, okay, and if you do that, and then if you tell me the code, you could set it up in any different way you want, but maybe the promo code that you get in return, I'm going to give you a free coffee. I'm going to give you a free cheesecake. I'm going to give you a free dessert. Now, this is a completely different scenario, and it works compared to oh, Craig, you point out something good, and I don't want to get into this too much, but there's so many QR codes that point to non-mobile sites. So another lead gen method, think about that, okay? Start scanning QR codes everywhere you go. Sometimes they don't even point to mobile sites, and that's your perfect client right there. And that's what happens when it's not professionally set up by people who don't know what they're doing. So let's get into another case study. What about dentists? How can dentists make this work? How can they set up a mobile marketing campaign? Not that difficult. Now, when you think about dentists, it's a little bit different than restaurants. Restaurants, pizza shops, any food service type of place. Why? Because dentists, you generally don't go and get your teeth drilled every day. Now, you eat 3 times a day, so the restaurant wants to collect your number so that you can, so that they can add you to their SMS list, so that they can continually drive you back into their restaurant by offering you different discounts, different promos. So they think about the campaign completely different. Now, dentists, when you're looking for a dentist, you want to schedule an appointment. You want to make that appointment, so you want to hit that tap to call right away, and that's much more important. Is more of like that one-off relationship, right? But I'm going to show you how you can turn that one-off relationship into a continued relationship, which dentists aren't doing, and they should be doing, because it's going to bring them in. Bring them more revenues. So when people need to make an appointment, they need to make it now. Maybe they have a toothache, they're looking on their phone, they want to make it now, they don't want to search, and that tap to call functionality is extremely important and something you need to drive home when you talk to dentists. Now, imagine this scenario, okay? You just got your teeth cleaned, just a regular teeth cleaning. Now, what is it for everybody? You know, my dentist usually tells me that about twice a year I need to get my teeth cleaned. Some people say even every 3 months. But the thing of it is, do you remember, and you tell me, everyone tell me, put it in, do you remember when you need to get your teeth cleaned? When those 3 months pass? When those 6 months? Jeff says no. Does anyone remember that? Does anyone do you put it in your Google Calendar? Do you take out your BlackBerry right there? One per Gunther says yes. Everyone else says, most people are saying no. Okay? About maybe 20% said maybe yes. Now, what does that show you? That there's a lot of also revenue that dentist is missing out on, because he could be getting people in there when they're supposed to be in there, not 8 months, 9 months, but on a regular schedule 6 months from now. Now, of course, the secretary can then call everyone and say, oh, your 6 months have passed, but that's taken up, that's man hours right there. Now, when you're coming from that tooth cleaning, imagine if the secretary or whoever's working at the front desk, reception, or whatever, says, "Hey, just put your number on this SMS list." Gives you a flyer with a QR code that redirects it to a landing page where you can opt in, and we're going to give you a free toothbrush or this free package with different toothpastes, a new toothpaste that's really good for whitening your teeth, blah blah blah. All you have to do is put your number down. We promise we're not going to spam you. This is only as a reminder service. And she basically is able, if it's 6 months from now, she redirects to the specific page that when you opt in, you get put on an autoresponder. That 6 months then generates a text, hey, you need to have your next tooth cleaning, whatever, whichever way you want to word it. It's been 6 months since you had your last cleaning. We would just like to give you a friendly reminder that you should come in for this checkup and for this cleaning. Please call us to make an appointment. Done. Easy. Simple. And that's going to then start driving these people back into the dentist, and they're going to appreciate that. They're going to appreciate that because it takes the burden off them. They're not responsible. Now the dentist is responsible, basically. The responsibility is off their shoulders. The dentist is responsible for driving them back in there and for reminding them. They don't have to remind themselves, and the responsibility shifts, and they really appreciate it. Plus, they get a free gift. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. Now, and Gilbert says, my dentist does all this without the QR code, but for dentists that are not on top of the game, they would need this. Okay? All right, I'm glad to hear that. Now, tell me, does this all make sense? Do you see how you can structure these campaigns when you sit down, or even on the phone when you have your consultation session, so that later you can then sell them on these services and on the implementation of these services? Does this all make sense? Yes? Okay. I see a couple people saying yes. If not, okay. If not, I just want to make sure that everyone's following me. Okay. All right, great. Now, let's go into one more case study, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what I prepared for you, and we're going to have a little bit of fun towards the end as well. All right, so what about lawyers? How can you incorporate something for lawyers? Now, imagine this scenario. Who's been in a situation where you needed a special type of lawyer and you don't necessarily have a contact, that you needed someone right then and there? For example, you get in a car accident and maybe you don't have a lawyer, and you want some advice right then and there, what you should do, how you should handle the situation. And I see a couple people saying yes, that they understand these types of situations. Now, with lawyers, the thing is, we have so much distrust. Someone said driving drunk and won't blow. That might be a situation where you need to get some advice. Now, I don't recommend drunk driving, so I really don't. So, but yeah, I mean, you could be in that situation as well. Now tell me, do you also hold that sentiment? Because I know, personally, and from people around in my family as well, that even myself, I have this distrust towards lawyers, and we've been kind of conditioned to think that lawyers are just going to kind of take our money, and which unfortunately does happen sometimes. That that you pay the retainer, and then you get not that much in return, and lawyers are pretty expensive because their services are in a high demand, and they're going to go help the clients that really pay them even more. So, do you also, does everyone here, do most people have that type of, and sorry if there's any lawyers on this call, but do you also have this type of distrust? Now, some people are saying yes, some people are saying yes, and especially when you hit a lawyer site, there's all this jargon, there's all this lawyer stuff that they talk about, and it doesn't communicate their personality a lot of times. It doesn't communicate their personality and doesn't show. So when you come to the site, you have no idea what type of kind of services, what type of feel you will have. Now, if in a landing page, in a type of landing page, or in any type of page, there was just a simple YouTube 15-second video incorporated in there, that would communicate the personality of the lawyer, build that trust, build that credibility with a tap to call right below there, so that people don't, if they're in that type of situation where they need someone, they don't have to look up that number, then write it down. They're in their car, they're drunk, they're driving, the cop is knocking on their window trying to get them to blow. They want to call that lawyer immediately. They have no idea what to do. Boom. It's too much. It's too much. Then looking through that whole entire site for that Contact Us tab and then writing the number down because it's not a tap to call, this makes it much, much easier. They immediately, 15-second video plays, they can make that decision right then and there. What's that first feeling? And hit that tap to call. And this goes with any high-end type of services where there's this general kind of distrust, and by communicating via a short 15-second video, this type of trust can be built. Now, does this make any sense? Is everyone following me? Just want to see. Yep. All right, good. So what is the three-step method? Okay? The three-step method is easy. The three-step method is generating the leads using what AJ and Lee Cole prepared for you via emailing leads, by sending it out, by showing those different side-by-sides along with the competition, really building the case and hitting those different pain points right up the front so people understand, business owners understand why they need your services, and getting different meetings, different contacts via that method, going into a call, a live meeting, a one-on-one consultation where you go, and if it's in your town, structuring one of these campaigns, adding value during that meeting, and towards the end, offering your services. Now, obviously, they could do it themselves because you kind of structured and laid everything down. You could even leave all that stuff with them. Now, you could charge for these consultations as well, but we're not going to kind of go into pricing or anything like that. But they're going to want to hire you rather than doing it themselves and outsourcing the development work after. Because your real value added is honestly on the other sides, is on the sales side. Now, how do you kind of do all this stuff? Now, you can obviously create your own templates. You can create your own templates. You can outsource. You can find your own outsourcers. You can go through all the trouble of finding outsourcers, which is going to take you probably hours, and it's going to cost you a ton of money. Different templates is going to probably take you maybe 20, 30, 40 hours, and to create a professionally designed template is not really easy. Maybe some of you know some Adobe Photoshop. So what we have prepared for you is our MobiCache Cyclone templates. All of these templates, these professionally designed templates that you've seen throughout this PowerPoint presentation, we've created those, and we were selling them before, but we closed this entire offer off. And they're covering 9 of the hottest niches. It's plumbers, dentists, lawyers, all of the stuff that we talked about. Basically, being able to build also these professional sites within 60 minutes. Why? Because there's step-by-step tutorials to customize it. And that makes it easy because if you have your own outsourcer or maybe an employee, in-house employee like we do, we have, for example, Abigail and Javar, who are our in-house employees, then you could just give them the step-by-step tutorials rather than having yourself do it, and you could focus on the sale. Now, the design level, the level of quality is honestly what kind of blows everyone away, and also the competition when you incorporate it like AJ showed you, because once they see that, you show them, hey, your competitor has this, but what I'm going to give you takes it even one step further and is going to crush your competition. Now, what else do we have that we want to give you? Now, we didn't want to just give you the templates, because the templates are good. The templates are really good, but where can you demo these templates? What about if you don't have a website? You don't have, you're walking into a meeting, you don't even have your website kind of set up. So we did all the hard work for you, and we created an Insta portfolio. And let me actually, before I go any further, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you exactly what MobiCache Cyclone is. Let me show you a little bit of this members area. So this entire members area there's all these tutorials. There's 10 tutorials going from linking it up with social media, tap to call, even integrating it with Google Maps, changing coupons, doing the FTP uploading. There's just a wide variety of things. There's different resources, tools, and stuff like that as well. But let me go into a little bit more of what the Insta portfolio is. So what we prepared for you is this entire site where you can demo all of these 9 templates, as you can see. And the great thing about it, let's click maybe on this. I like the plumber one, so let's click on the plumber one. You can then demo the site, and how do you use this? You redirect business owners. You can have it on your business card. You basically redirect business owners just to the site, and what they can do, they can then see pretty much the example of the quality of work you have. And they can even play around here and go on, let's say, products there, and see exactly how this looks like here. Then if you click it, you go back here. You can go to the About Us, and they can see exactly kind of what they'll be getting. So now, what about if you want it in a different skin? You could have it in the BlackBerry skin, and it's set up here with PayPal, which is the cool thing. So if you're driving traffic effectively here, you don't even have to have contact. They can directly buy it right then and there from you. You just hook it up with your own PayPal, and it makes it pretty cool. And all you have to do is, we made it easy. You just swap in your logo here. You put in your number here. And then you put in right down here. And it's all real easy. It is in HTML, but the tutorials are so straightforward that we've had people that had no technical experience, and trust me, my kind of technical knowledge, we have a kind of a whole team with Avi and Neil, but I do all of this stuff as well, and it's just really simple, step by step, easy to do. And then you just swap in your email, and that's it. That's all you need to do. And you have your own site, you have your own Insta portfolio. So that, I mean, that saves you a ton of time from you having to build your own site, to demo all of this stuff, and to direct business owners. It takes hours and hours. So we wanted to bring that to you and hook it up also with PayPal, so potential clients can just get your templates even without contacting you. And there's even the real cool part is the mobile version, because you could basically whip out your phone and then show and demo all of these templates, this Insta portfolio, right on the spot. And the mobile version is really cool because you don't have like a presentation, maybe you don't have all your material, but you're talking to a potential, I don't know, maybe like a lawyer when you're in the line for at the grocery store, and suddenly you start talking about mobile and what you do, that you're basically a consultant and an offline consultant, and you whip out your phone, you just show that lawyer exactly the templates that you have and the level and the quality of work, and it prevents all that long follow-up and it never really happens. You just have it right then and there. So that's really cool. Now what else? We didn't just want to give you this. We wanted to blow it away. So we also have 2 bonus advanced mobile site selling training sessions. These are both an hour long plus that we put in there, so you have even more training on exactly how to sell this stuff. These in itself have a ton of value and could be sold as a course in themselves. And there's even a mobile WordPress plugin that I've seen sold for like $50 as a WSO, and ours is much better, and it blows. Whenever we put something out, we want to make sure that it's complete and that it's really top quality. And there's also a 10-day closing method guide. So just to get you started, it's one that's designed to make you take action. So there's a lot of action steps, and it basically takes you through 10 days so that we basically kick your butt in that closing method guide, because I know a lot of people just have that problem with taking action. And if that wasn't enough, if you get the Insta portfolio, we're also throwing in a mobile SEO guide that we created, that we decided, and I wanted to do this only kind of as a special for AJ, and that's only if you get the upgrade to the Insta portfolio, and basically dissecting the differences between Google's main search engine, the Google mobile search engine. It's really laid out nicely in different bullet points and step by step. And I see Jeff, I know you've seen the SEO guide. You're saying the SEO guide rocks. So you can even give this to business owners if you want, and as well to educate them as well on mobile SEO, depending on what you want to do with that. Also going into what you can do to make sure that your website is SEO optimized. Now, all of this is gonna save you a ton of work, and we should be selling this as a package for $1,000 for $997, because it's basically setting you up. The stuff that the Warrior Forum and everything has brought you, I mean, you basically get set up with an entire business that 5 years ago you would have had to invest probably maybe $10,000 to $20,000 to set up. and we should even at $9.97, it would be a steal, because just going through these values, I mean, with the templates you're going to get, that's easily a $100 value. But if you had to do that yourself and get those created, I mean, each one would probably cost you at least $300, $400, $500 to create. So that's a much bigger value. With the Insta portfolio, that's a minimum of a $200 value. Training sessions are awesome. Then the closing guide, the redirect script, and the mobile SEO guide. Now, I think even at $602, that's underpricing it by a ton. But just for AJ here, we wanted to do something, and we closed this off. There were people actually wanting to get in and wanting to buy MobiCash Cyclone, but we closed this off. We said, hey, you know, we originally had it open for 72 hours. We're not going to open this to anyone. And so what we decided to do, AJ was like, everyone is gonna want these, and can you do something for me? Can you? And I was like, okay, you know, we originally were going to close this off. So what we have for you, and if you go to mobicashcyclone.com/Lee, you can see what we did for you is we're going to reopen this up, and only for the next 15 minutes. After that, because otherwise people are going to be very, very upset at us, because we said when we're going to reopen it at a much higher price. So for the next 15 minutes, and that's why we can't do it. We can't leave this price up for a long time, and we're going to increase the price after that. But we prepared the templates for you for only $17, and the set of those 9 templates, also with those bonuses, with all those bonuses except for the SEO guide. The SEO guide, if you decide to get also the Insta portfolio where you have your entire site as well, then we're given also the bonus SEO guide, and that's automatically going to be delivered to you once you buy. It's integrated already with Warrior Plus. So for the next 15 minutes, I'll do it basically till 12:15 or 12:15 Eastern time, I see, and during that time I'm going to take some questions as well. Just want to see, I don't know if Avi was able to open that up. If Avi, and if you could maybe just maybe via Skype or something, just let me know if you were able to open that up. Yes, Avi said yes, so I think you should all be set up, and we're going to then be changing the price in about 15 minutes. Now, the bonuses are really good, because let me kind of tell you a little bit more about this stuff, and then, okay, I see people are saying thanks and just bought. Some people already have it and got it before when we did the 72-hour launch, so I'm happy that you're. And Fabio's asking, are these templates editable? Of course they're editable, and that's why we have all those tutorials. Is they're extremely easy to edit, and it is in HTML, but you really just go in and just edit a couple lines. And like I said, you know, I'm not the technical guy, and if I could do this, it's extremely simple. But we have those templates set up so that you can already deliver professional designs and then just edit a couple things and deliver it as the final product. And that's why you can have someone maybe working on your team do it for you, or you can completely outsource it. If you know, an external company, external people are doing it, it's very easy to do. Now, all right, let me see. Now, a couple people are asking about. A couple people are asking also. Let's see. Yep, Mark, $17 for all of it. The Insta portfolio is separate. That's going to be 38 bucks on top of that, but you need once you get the templates. And let's see. So Mobi Cash Cyclone is the templates, are the 9 templates. And let me see. I see Daniel also is saying this is HTML. It's not a site builder. They're templates. So it's not a site builder. But the difference between this and a site builder, sometimes with the site builder, it can be a little, because sometimes you have to kind of design things from scratch, and we already give you basically an awesome, amazing starting point that you could just edit a couple things with. Now, all right, I'm happy. I'm happy that everyone is liking it. Now, so the OTO once again is that Insta portfolio. Let me show it to you once again, okay? And it's pretty much an entire it's an entire website. You just FTP this up, and you have this entire website that I'm showing you here. You have this, and you can demo any of these templates when you get that upgrade offer. You have this entire site. You have all these templates. You could do whatever you want with them, and you can basically direct business owners so that then when you hook it up with PayPal right here, they can buy from your website without ever even having to go to anything anywhere else at all. Okay, and I see we have about 7 minutes left. So and of course, let me actually tell you this. If for any reason, I didn't even put the money back guarantee. Of course, there's a money back guarantee. If there's any reason that you are not satisfied with any of this stuff, we demand that you get your money back, because we don't want any unhappy customers at all. So I'm going to demand that you get your money back. If you look at this and you don't like it, I 100% will give you all of your money back. Okay? Does that make sense? Do you just want to put that out there? 30 days, money back guarantee, and everything like that. Now for those also, for people that already got Mobi Cash Cyclone before, that are on our list, and then got, we were also offering, I know some people are asking in there, the mobile SEO guide, that if they already got Mobi Cash Cyclone, if you bought AJ's product through our link, then you'll also have that access to the SEO guide. So we wanted to make sure that everyone can have access to that. That's one of our customers. So if you got AJ's product, then you're going to get a bonus, and you follow the instructions, you're going to get a bonus, and that's going to be the SEO guide, and it should be mailed. You should already have it in your inbox. If not, go double check those emails and follow the instructions. Okay. Okay. And let's see. Oh, I see Carmel, if I'm saying your name right. So thanks, Enrique and AJ. Already have Mobi Cash Cyclone, but some great ideas. Anyone sitting on the fence, jump off and get this. You will not be sorry. Don't worry about learning how to follow the tutorials, and you will be an expert in no time. And I really appreciate that. We didn't. That's an unsolicited feedback. So I really appreciate you putting that in there. Thank you for that. So hope you. Let's see. All right. Now. All right. Let's see. Gary wants more designs for people who already get this. Everyone wants to get more designs. We let me tell you, Gary, we do have a lot of things in the pipeline. So you're going to be seeing a lot of stuff from us, okay? You're going to be seeing a lot of stuff. And I see a couple people also asking, once again, what's exactly in this package. So let me tell you right now again. And once again, mobicashcyclone.com/Lee. You need to get it. And AJ, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just sitting here looking at some stuff on the background. If you guys bought this Moby Cash Cyclone through our link before and you bought the OTO before, if you update your Warrior Plus download page, the mobile SEO guide should be there. I just added it now to Warrior Plus, so it should be there if you bought through our link originally. Because this was open for only 72 hours and a bunch of people on our list already did have this, so if you did, go there and it'll be up there now. And if you guys haven't bought this yet, this is literally only going to be open for a couple more minutes, and we're going to raise the price. So the people who watch the webinar are going to have to pay more, and then this is going to get pulled in like 10 or 12 hours total. Enrique helped us out a lot by opening this up because you guys needed it. So if you're on the fence right now, if you wait another 10 minutes, it's going to cost you guys another $10, $20 more. If you wait 12 hours, you will not have access to this again until it opens up on ClickBank for $47 or $97 or whatever the actual price should be, but that's still low for that.
We're gonna bump it up, and I'm still in discussions with kind of Neil about that as well. But we're definitely in a few minutes. We're gonna bump it up to 27 for the front end and 47 for the back, and probably leave it open for you for a little while longer, and then we'll make a decision on pricing and stuff in about 12 hours or so, and if we're going to pull it down forever or what we're going to do with it. Because there's been just a lot of people saying, hey, you know, this package is so valuable, why are you giving it away for such a low price point when you can sell it for $300, $400, $500.
One more thing real quick. I don't know if this is how it works, Enrique, but a bunch of people are saying they bought Mobile Cash Cyclone through our link but didn't get the OTO the first time around. If they go back to their Warrior Plus download page and click the Get Access, will that take them to the OTO page?
Yes.
And it'll be open for this little bit of time now. So if you go back and do that, you can buy that way. If you got this through us the first time and didn't get the OTO then, you can go that route to get the OTO.
And Randolph is saying, can you buy the Insta Portfolio? Don't need the templates. No, you cannot. You need to buy the templates to get the Insta Portfolio because they go hand in hand. Now, if you want to put your own templates in there, that's not covered in the scope of the tutorials. You'd have to figure that out yourself. Okay. And what else can we? Let's see.
If you guys haven't bought, is there anybody that's on here? If they haven't bought yet, is there a reason why? Do you just not need it? Just for feedback from me and Enrique, is there something we didn't cover or whatnot? Because this is an amazing deal, and I had to twist some arms to get this to happen. So I can just see support tickets later on saying, "Hey, I didn't get it right then. Can I come back?" This is a limited offer, and it really will be closing down. I had to twist some arms to get them to open it back up for you guys. What do I need to buy to get the WP plugin to? I guess some people are on here that didn't get the plugin. I don't know how that happened. I'll drop a link in here. If anybody's on here who doesn't have the mobile ATM plugin that me and Lee just launched, let me grab a link for you guys. It's supposed to just go out to our
What is
buyers.
the price we could sell these mobile sites at? Don't sell them for less than $500, Stevens. Okay. And all right, let's see. Oh, Sandy, so you have to buy the first templates in order to get the Insta Portfolio upgrade, be able to get that. All right, let me answer some more questions. Okay. All right.
I did 2,000 in the first 3 days, Ray. Does that sell on mobile websites?
Whoa, 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 what?
Ray said I did 2,000 in the first 3 days.
You mean you sold? Oh yeah, by the way, so if anyone gets any results, woohoo, if anyone gets any results, and we want to incentivize also testimonials. So personally, from our stuff, and I don't know if you want to do something like this as well, AJ, but submit a ticket, a support ticket, or actually, email me directly. Email me directly to Enrique@SqueezeMobi.com. For other stuff, please, if you could submit a support ticket, but email me directly to Enrique@SqueezeMobi.com, and with a testimonial or anything like that. And if you give us some type of picture of an invoice or a check or anything like that, then we'll give you any one of our previous WSOs for free. So that's, maybe like a $50, $100 value depending on what they're priced at. Okay? So let me send that to everyone. So anyone who's gotten results from this stuff, we want to know about it. We want to hear from you. We want to talk to you, and we want to also reward you for actually being one of those people that implements this stuff, not just one of the people that leaves this on their hard drive.
Hi guys, Neil here. Can anyone hear?
We hear you.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Great work, guys. I mean, a lot of good information. I just wanted to let everybody who's still on the fence know, that we've got guys earning, sold 3 sites in the first sort of like 40 minutes of owning this at $7.59 a pop. So I'm not even sure if it's still up. Is it still up at the discount price?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't changed it. I don't know if Avi changed it yet.
Okay, good. So you've still got a few minutes, guys, to get this at this crazy price. And Ray, that's incredible.
Something else I want to throw in. Literally, the value here is tremendous, but you can only get this right here, right now, with this link right here.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't lying when I said I had to talk these guys into reopening this because they did their launch for 72 hours only and closed it down. And how many emails do you think you guys got? Over 100 with people saying I missed out, I want to buy this?
Oh,
yeah.
AJ, I mean, people have just got to check out the thread.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got people begging for this right now.
They're begging on the thread. You can read the testimonials, but if you spend too much time reading the testimonials, it's either going to be gone or the price is going to be increased. These guys really helped us out because this was your guys' #1 problem in our support desk. So I set out to fix it, and this is the best way I knew how, is to give you guys access to the best shit on the market. This is stuff me and Lee use. When I go to clients, which I don't really go to clients anymore, I do webinars with them, I pull up a mobile emulator, and these are the templates I show them. These are the templates I edit, and I sell my clients for a lot of money. So this is exactly what we use. You guys wanted to know what we use? Here's what we use, and here's how you guys can get it.
Great stuff. There's a couple of questions there. Keith, yeah, obviously it's best that you use a separate domain name for Instaportfolio. And don't forget it comes fully loaded with the mobile version as well. So if anyone, and it's already all set up, you don't have to do anything at all. You just upload it to the server once you've made the changes to the Buy Now buttons and changed your details on the main index page on the HTML, upload it, and everything, including the full mobile version, it's all good to go. So if someone tries to access that URL via their smartphone, they automatically get the full mobile versions, as you do too. So I'd recommend that you bookmark the mobile version in your smartphone, so basically you've got your portfolio in your pocket wherever you go. You can run, you can demo these things live from your mobile phone at any time, no matter where you are, whether you've got your laptop, no matter what you've got or haven't got with you, it's right there in your pocket.
All right, cool. I'm trying to answer some of these questions.
Ramsey, no, the SMS opt-in list is not built into this particular version of MobiCache Cyclone. You can hook them up to our previous products. We're not here to pitch those, but any of the landing pages, our SMS landing pages, you can hook them up to those. We actually have corresponding designs for those as well. But the functionality is in the landing pages and not in the full-blown sites. Ramsey, if you do a search on me, Neil B, in the Warrior Forum, you'll find all the products. Yeah, I'm not sure that we really want to be promoting our other products in here.
And guys, there are other products. Once you see these, the landing page templates that go with these are perfect complements. So if you get these and like them, go ahead and go buy those. I don't have an affiliate link or anything. But if you want the matching landing pages to go with these, absolutely buy those. The simple reason is when you go in to make a sale, a lot of people try to lower the price to make a sale. What the landing pages are good for, say you go in and try to sell for $7.97, they're on the fence. Instead of going down to $5.97, instead offer the landing page templates that go along with these, and you're giving them an instant extra value, and they're very easy to edit. It'll take you an extra couple minutes, or you outsource for an extra couple minutes, but you're already doing the editing for the mobile themes. So these are great add-on to close sales or even an upsell. If they go for the $7.97, hey, for another $197, we'll make you a customized landing page. They go hand in hand, and they're worth having both of them.
Yeah, that's exactly how you use them. You know, we strongly recommend you don't discount. But if they don't want to go for whatever it is you've priced the full mobile site at, then say, well, there's another alternative. The alternative is we can set up a mobile marketing landing page and justifies the price drop by just changing the product that you're actually providing.
Yeah, and that's the two things you can do with it. If they're on the fence, you can add it to it and increase the value to get the full price. Or if they're just not ready for it, just sell them the landing page for a cheaper price, get your foot in the door, and then come back and sell on the mobile site once they see it. So having the landing page is a huge bonus in trying to sell these.
Yeah, I mean, offering the landing pages as a sweetener to close the deal is great because it hasn't cost you any more money whatsoever, but the perceived value is still high. So it's like giving them a $300 discount, but it actually hasn't cost you any additional money whatsoever. Maybe a few bucks, that's it.
So a couple of people are saying they're having payment issues, so I'm going to leave it up until everyone's payment issues because it would be unfair if we bumped the price already.
Okay.
But I think it's once we resolve that.
Do you want to leave it until 30 minutes past the hour? So that gives everybody another, like 7 or 8 minutes.
And then we'll bump it up to the 27, and then also.
That's for you guys to decide. I'm just happy you guys open this back up. What is the name of the WSO for those landing pages? I'm trying to find it in my...
It's Mobile Business in a Box.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Let me grab a link for everybody. Is it open now?
Yeah, it's still open, yeah.
Here's a link for the matching templates. I happen to be approved for it, so I'm going to sneak some more affiliate commissions out of this. But yeah, guys, if you're selling mobile, this will increase your chance. This thing right here, what they got, if I had to try to do this, it would take me a year to learn how. If I outsourced all this, it would cost me $1,000 bare minimum, and they still wouldn't look this good. So for $17, I mean, it's I hate to keep saying no-brainer, but it really is.
I mean, just for anybody who hasn't seen our products before, these are products that we use, right? I mean, this isn't just based on theory. I mean, all of our products are actually derived from services we've provided in the real world, okay? We're not like some of these guys out there who've just jumped on mobile because it's the next big thing. We were in mobile before we started putting stuff together for you guys.
And these are the same templates me and Lee use in our business too. So if you guys want to know how the people are selling you this stuff run their business, this is the stuff we use.
Can we get a testimonial from you guys?
Yeah.
I got a thread up on Fiverr where I do testimonials for $5, so hit me up over there. It's a little side income I got going on.
Yeah. I know you guys haven't got a lot of time, but when you check out any of our threads, any of our WSOs, those testimonials you see are real, right? There's nothing fake about our products. These guys that are saying they've earned $16,000, $10,000, $5,000 in days after buying our products, it's real. Nothing fake about SqueezeMobi or our products whatsoever.
Yeah, I say we deal with a lot of people on products they want us to sell, and we turn down a lot of products that people want us to sell because they're not of quality. Anything these guys come out with, we promote to you guys because it's what we use in our business. You can't get any better access just buying their products and staying on their email list. You'll have more mobile information than 95% of the people out there trying to sell this. And that's what makes the difference between somebody going out there and beating their head against the wall and getting frustrated and giving up, and somebody else that goes out there, gets a sale their first day, gets motivated, and then makes 10 sales their first week, 50 their first month, whatever. This can get big really quick. And yeah, there's no faster way to create an offline business than this right now.
No. Great, AJ. There's a couple of questions I just want to clear up. The difference between the mobile business in a box, the link that AJ put up, is that they are mobile marketing landing pages. Okay? They're designed to do a specific job, which is to get the visitor to take action. Now, right now. Not dig into a full-blown mobile site to find a tap to call or find a tap to email or any of that. It's right there on the home page. These are used for mobile marketing campaigns. MobiCash Cyclone are the full-blown mobile versions of those templates. So effectively, if you have both, you have two separate mobile products that you can use together or individually to go and make some serious cash. They are both very different from each other. They look similar because we've designed them so that they're matching, okay, but in terms of functionality, they're both very different. And you can hook up the full-blown sites to the landing pages. I mean, just so you get an idea, you could have a business that had 5 separate mobile marketing campaigns by using the business in a box version, and then hook them up to the full-blown website. This is all advanced stuff, guys, you know, so I mean, it depends where you are, you know, whether you're part of SqueezeMo Billionaire or whatever, but I mean, we do cover tactics, but not necessarily just in the product when you get it, because they're separate products, so we cover what you can do with each product, obviously. Now, someone asked, I think it was
Oh yeah, a couple people asked, I even forgot about this other bonus that we have, is we give you a link to our to Mobile Monkey, who's actually doing these, like, doing stuff for $5, and it's going to help you out if you need someone to actually do these sites for you.
Yep, great. We all forgot about the monkey. We forgot about poor Moby Monkey. But let's just be clear, guys. You know, Mobile Monkey is not going to design a full-blown website for $5. We've done a very, very special deal with Mobile Monkey so that you guys can get our templates customized for a very small amount of money. Okay, but if you go to him and say, you know, Monkey, can you build me this for $5? He's going to say, no, it's going to cost $395 minimum. But to edit our templates, yes, he will do it for $5.
And also, if you guys get a hold of Monkey on Fiverr, if you, I'm going to throw this out there because I'm not exactly positive, so Enrique or Neil, correct me if I'm wrong. If they go out and sell these mobile websites, how many gigs do you think they would have to buy from him to, like, do the whole mobile website redesign for it?
I mean, that's really up to him.
So you're
thinking,
like,
talk for him because he's not.
Yeah.
He's not a part of SqueezeMobi, so I don't want to.
I know it's more than $5, but do you guys think for under $100 he could do it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
let's just put $100 on it. So if you guys are going to sell these for $600, $700, $800, and you don't want to touch any of the design, get a hold of Squeeze Monkey on Fiverr. Get in the chat and tell him what you want, and let him get a hold of you. Squeeze Monkey. What's a webinar without a monkey? And then once you guys sell these, you've already got somebody set up that can go do these for you. So just pay the guy $100 and let him do it all for you, so you don't have to worry about that. You can focus more time on selling.
I mean, this is exactly why we hooked up with Squeeze Monkey. Jeffrey's there with the Squeeze Monkey. Okay, so this is exactly why we hooked up with Mobile Monkey, so you guys can actually focus on what you need to be doing, which is building your business. So I know that the outsourcing thing is a whole different ballgame, okay? But basically, sure, it's good to know how it works, and you should definitely put one or two of these things together yourself so you know what you're doing. But every hour you spend actually customizing and building a mobile marketing landing page or the full-blown site is hours you're not out there building your business. So if you can get it done cost effectively and still rake in a huge amount of cash, why would you do it yourself?
Hey, by the way, could you go over once again how to get the mobile SEO guide? Because a couple, AJ.
Let me check on
Through
my
Warrior
end
Plus.
just to make sure that I have it uploaded really quick.
Most people are able to get it, I think.
It should, if you,
but
the SEO guides, if you buy the OTO, the Instant Portfolio, and let me make sure that I added it correctly.
but you get it right in the Warrior
on the Warrior
Plus.
Plus download page, yes.
Yep.
There should be a link there to it.
Yeah, Fabio, can I just quickly address your question? Obviously, we don't just give out the link to SqueezeMonkey. I'm liking that name now, right? We don't just give it out willy-nilly. You know, when you get access to the members area, it will be in the resources. Okay, so you go to resources, and you'll see a link to MobileMonkey. Cool. Oh, glad you're in, Fabio. You're welcome.
All right, I think we're going to have to push this up in a second. Does anyone else have payment issues? Is anyone who wasn't able to
Glad you're in, Richard. Yep. Can anybody, if anybody's still having issues or sitting on the fence, please just let us know, because we really are going to bump this price any minute now.
All right, and the link I put in the chat box, the last Warrior Plus link, is a link to the landing page templates, not to the full-blown mobile websites we've been talking about. So let me put that one back in here.
Ronald, I'm not sure why, if it's allowing you to purchase the front-end product, I'm not sure why you'd have an issue with the OTO.
And
if you still have issues with the OTO, you'd need to drop us a line to support. Did you get the front end at the you know, this rate? Just let us know. Paolo, I think the guys are addressing the bonus is in. Sorry, AJ, where did you say the bonus was?
When they buy the OTO, let me make sure here real quick.
oh, and some people are a little confused also, I think, between the templates and the mobile biz in a box landing pages.
Okay, I just checked, and some people have got it. So on your Warrior Plus download page, it should be there for the OTO. If you bought and you don't have the bonus guide in there, just hit me up on support with your PayPal email address, and I'll send it to you directly. And about the landing page templates, I don't know if you guys have it up to show or anything, but the landing page.
Can I just jump in?
Yeah.
Robert, we're not avoiding any questions whatsoever. It's just we're getting so many we can't answer them all immediately. So you want to know how you handle the hosting. It's simple. You just host these sites the way you would any other website. Okay, so whether you're using HostGator or whatever, you just host them in your account, whether it's a reseller account, standard account, or if your client has their own hosting system, then they can be hosted there. But obviously it's better for you that you host them yourself, because then you can charge recurring. It's not that, you know, there's no magic with mobile websites. You're very welcome.
Yeah, if we missed anything for maybe I put in here, you could put it back in. If you guys saw the question box that we see throughout this whole webinar, it's literally just scrolling down as we go. Yeah. So we can't pick and choose when something catches our eye, but yeah. And I checked the Warrior Plus link; it should be there. So if you guys do have problems with the mobile SEO guide, just head up my support, and I'll have my guys get it out to you.
Cool. Okay, I'll go over this one more time, guys, for Steve and anybody else who doesn't know the difference between MobiCash Cyclone, which is the offer that's being actually promoted at a very special price here for you guys because we closed it, and the Mobile Big Business in a Box. Mobile Big Business in a Box provides templates for mobile marketing landing pages. They're designed to do a very specific job with mobile marketing campaigns. MobiCache Cyclone are full-blown mobile versions of those mobile marketing landing pages. I know it sounds confusing, but trust me, they're totally different products in terms of their functionality. But you can hook up the mobile landing pages to the full-blown websites. You can actually use them as closing tools if you come up against any price objections, or you can downsell if someone doesn't want to spend the money you want to quote for the full-blown site. You can downsell to a landing page, or you can throw it in as an effective $300 discount. Daniel, thank you. We're happy we have reopened it for you as well.
Yeah, like I said,
Jason is saying,
go ahead.
go ahead.
All right, so happy to reopen. This was the biggest support question we've been getting. Is this what you guys needed? So that's why we got this thing reopened. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Go ahead.
Cool. I mean, just so that everybody knows, we had closed this product. This product was closed after 72 hours. So we only reopened it at this price, specifically for AJ and you guys. So we'll probably give you a few more minutes. If you haven't got it, go get it right now, because it's going to go up. It will still be available, but it's going to be another $10 on the front end and another $10 on the OTO. So if you really want to get it at this price, you really should go and get it now.
Yeah, these are no marketing ploys.
Don't come back asking for the discount once it's been bumped.
And if you guys come and ask me for the discount, I can't do any more. I can't make these guys do it. They opened it back up, which is great. But if you hit up my support and say, hey, I didn't decide to buy then, I want to buy now, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah. Patrick, QQQQQ, approximately how long to edit a site template for a business? Okay. It really all depends on how much content you've got to put in. Okay, and if they provide all the content you need to put into the template, you could, so it's copy and paste. You can be looking at 10 minutes, or you could be looking at 10 hours.
It would take me 10 hours.
It all depends on the content they provide. How much more they want added. But really, it could be done very quickly. And again, you can also always outsource the work. Gillian, it says it's closed. I don't
says
think
what's
it is.
closed.
Avi, did you close it?
Let's just check. Oh, it might say it's closed in the title. Oh, actually,
I see a buy now link button. If it says closed, just refresh it. It does say closed in the title still. No. Yeah, it says now closed. But there is a buy now button right below the top 2 or 3 videos.
Cool. Yeah, sorry guys, we didn't change the actual title.
And the reason I didn't say that close it or change the title is because people viewing the WSO thread need to see it's closed. We kind of snuck this back open for you guys, so you got to have a link and get there.
Right, I'm just going to... Okay, Timothy, Squeeze. It seems like, Jeffrey, your name's stuck, right? Everybody's now calling Mobile Monkey Squeeze Monkey. Right. So, Mobile Monkey, right? I guess we should make an effort to get his name right, okay? Mobile Monkey will make minor changes to our existing templates. So if you want the logo swapped out, want some colors changed, all that kind of stuff, then $5 is what you're going to pay. Obviously, depending on what he says, Squeeze Monkey, Mobile Monkey isn't part of SqueezeMobi. He's his own monkey, so you'd have to work out the deal with him. However, the reason we like to give you guys this very cost-effective way of making the changes is so that you guys can focus on building the business. And he's very good at what he does, and we do only have this exclusive deal with him. If anybody else says they have an exclusive deal with us, then they're lying. It's simple. We only have a deal with Mobile Monkey, specifically for our clients, which once you've got this, obviously, then that includes you. Right, who's still sitting on the fence? Who hasn't got it? Because we're, I think, 3 minutes away from this being bumped. So in 3 minutes from now, you're going to pay an additional $10 on the front end and $10 on the OTO. Great, Eric. Peter, glad to have you on board.
Steve, the business in a box thing link I put up is not necessary, but it's a great tool to have for $27. If it closes you one extra sale, it's worth the $27. And it's also a good lower price thing if they don't want to or don't see the value in it. You can do the lower price. So it's not necessary, but I use it every time I sell as a bonus, as a upsell. It gets fit into every sales presentation or everybody I talk to that I do. I squeeze it in somehow because it's just, it's not right not to do it. I'd be leaving money on the table.
Manjit says, tell them they'll get splinters if they're still sitting on the fence. Thanks, Manjit. Good to have you here, buddy. Haven't seen you for a while.
All right.
Jillian still hasn't got it. Okay, if there's anything you need quickly, because there's 3 minutes, let us know, and we'll try and give you the answer.
Jillian, I think we might just have to, you know, do like support or something, and we'll figure it out via support.
Yeah, AJ covered this, guys, about, you know, whether you actually need the Mad Money Making Mobile Big Business in a Box. That's the actual title, and we have competitions on who can say it the fastest without making a mistake. No, you don't need it, but as AJ said, it is a great addition to this product. But by all means, don't feel pressured to get it. You know, it's just, it's another tool for you to make money at a crazy low price. Steve, the OTO for the business in the box is Instant Portfolio.
It's a video. No, it's a video.
Oh, it's not. It's the sales.
Remember, that was back before we even had.
Dude, guys, well, we produce so many products out of the stuff we do. Sometimes it's hard to keep track.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see my PowerPoint?
No, it's is it meant to be there?
There's the one thing that would go to a webinar. It's hard to kind of keep all the screens organized.
Steve, that OTO is a sales video that sells mobile services. So obviously you use it to market your mobile services. It's very, very high quality.
All right, so let's close it up. Let's
1 minute.
Yeah, okay, that's 1 minute, and let's.
Yes, Steve, you can use it, but there's no way you can actually brand it. You know, but it's generic, so it doesn't mention any particular company or any particular phone number. I mean, you can put, you know, you can put annotations on it or whatever if you wanted to.
And Jillian, if is there anyone else having problems so we know? Because otherwise we won't let you get it in. Jillian, we can maybe work something out. Just contact our support, okay? Steve, honestly, just want to say, if you really want to see, I would just go and buy it. There's 100% money back guarantee. Check it out. If you don't like it, we'll refund you very soon, very quickly.
Steve, can I just say that obviously when we spend, you know, like hundreds and thousands of dollars on something, we don't actually make it public so people can just go and grab it, you know. So unfortunately there isn't anywhere that we can, and I'm not suggesting you would, by the way, but that's the reason why we don't make them publicly available. There are people out there that, you know, love taking our stuff for free, and we do our best to try and minimize it. But look, if you go grab it and you don't like it, just let us know and we'll refund you money immediately. All right, no problem.
Okay. So Avi, can you just bump the price up to 27, and then
So guys, no
I'll
no
do it.
moaning.
I'll do it.
No moaning, right? Because it's now going up to 27 and 48 bucks for the OTO. Thanks, Jeffrey.
All right, guys. I think this has been a very productive webinar.
Yeah, it's been great, AJ, and we really appreciate you inviting your guys along.
I appreciate you guys opening this back up for my guys. Everybody that bought our mobile ATM was like begging us, like, how do I get the stuff in your video? How do I get the examples? How do I get what you guys use? I kept responding, it's closed, it's closed, you can't. And that's why I hit up Enrique to see what we could do. So
that's really cool. But we've had a great response to the mobile ATM too. I mean, it just ties in so perfectly with our products for our guys as well. It's just been great. Timothy says mobile ATM rules.
And that's the thing. These guys create the mobile websites that they use and sell. Mobile ATM was a product I know I needed, so I had it created, made it as simple as possible. There's no extra stuff in there to where you can get confused. You just log in. It all makes sense. It's easy to do.
Yeah. And just, you know, a tool that is actually needed and produces results. I mean, it's a great tool. Fantastic. Which is why we were happy to be behind it so strongly, you know, because we absolutely believe in it. You're welcome, Richard. Okay, guys, I think the price has gone up. Has the price been bumped now?
Yep.
Okay, so, you know, we did our best, guys, to make sure you all had enough time to get it at the special price, even though it was closed, and we reopened it. So, you know, please don't send us support tickets now asking for, you know, to get the product at the special price that we did. Okay.
And if you haven't bought yet, the price has gone up, but it will still be open for another 12 hours or so, because I want to make sure that people that didn't make it to this webinar still have opportunity to it, because I want everybody who bought mobile ATM have this opportunity, but they're going to pay a higher price. And if you guys haven't bought yet, still at the price it's at now, it's an absolute steal. I mean, it's still literally giving it away.
Cool. Trevor, the login details should have been with your Warrior Plus notification. It's right there. Okay, you don't receive a separate email. It's right in your purchase notification from Warrior Plus. If you do still have an issue logging in, then just hit us up on support and we'll get that sorted for you. But it's all automated. You shouldn't have any problems at all. Obviously, make sure you're checking your spam folders for the notifications, junk folders from Warrior Plus.
And again, the SEO guide should be on the download page for the OTO. If it's not, hit up my desk, hit up Enrique's, and with your PayPal, and we'll send it out to you.
Yeah. David, just quickly, they absolutely do all complement each other. Mobile ATM, Mobi Cash Cyclone, and Mobi Business in a Box. The purpose of this webinar was to give you guys the chance to purchase Mobi Cash Cyclone as it was closed. Right, we closed it after 72 hours, and to give it the opportunity to you guys to get it at a very special price. We had no intention of mentioning Mobile Big Business in a Box, okay, but it came up, so therefore the link went in. But no, there's no additional special offers on Mobile Big Business in a Box. But you can get it through AJ's link, which is in the chat. So, are we all done, guys?
Looks pretty wrapped up to me. If you guys want to watch this replay, we will have it up and in the members area as soon as we get it. And so it'll be there. So if you guys do buy these and want to go back and rewatch this about how to put it together, I'll have the webinar up in the members area. And I'll also do a shorter, probably 15-minute video walking you through combining all this stuff. And I'll have that up in the members area. More videos are coming. We're in a crunch to get the WSO out, and some stuff fell behind. So videos will be added this weekend. And if you bought the OTO, the bonus calls between me and Lee walking you through the sales process like we're selling each other will be up this weekend too. So keep checking back into the members area.
Great stuff. Well, that's awesome, AJ. And guys, Jason, you have a good weekend too. Jeffrey, thanks. Always good to see you. The Squeeze Monkey guy.
That's funny. Well, guys, Neil, Enrique, I appreciate you guys opening this back up for our list and putting on this webinar for you guys, for our
Hey,
guys.
thanks for inviting us as well.
Because you guys
And
really didn't have to do this, so.
Yeah, but it's fun, right? We love
I love
getting,
webinars.
Yeah, and we love, you know, I mean, there's a ton of content that Enrique went through at the beginning, so I hope you guys, obviously you'll have access to the video, but make some notes, you know, while Enrique was giving away all our secrets for free.
All right, guys, I'm going to hop off here.
Great, AJ.
You guys have a good day. Everybody on here, thanks for showing up.
You too, dude. Great. Thanks for inviting us.
Take care.
So we're going to wrap this up now then, E?
Yeah, let's wrap